Hi, I think this is take 57. Hopefully this time I'll get through it. The last time was a little too long, so I'll cut out some things. Surprise. My name's Ovita Elliott, and I've been with Rodan & Fields and this family of givers and believers since for about 2.5 years. I'm currently a level 5, and I recently was able to go on a wonderful, fully paid cruise to the Bahamas with the Team Daring Greatly leadership and Team Believes leader Jen Fairbanks, my sponsor, all paid for. I learned so much. And I want to let you know right now that if I can do this, you can do this. This business will be anything you want it to be. With that in mind, we're going to get started. And I'm very happy to be sharing with you the behind the scenes office, the compensation plan, and how to maximize that. Now, I don't want you to get hung up on what we're going to be talking about because it's informative, but it's not what makes the paycheck grow. So let's stop here for just a minute and talk about the great things that Jen has already told you and kind of remind you the importance of those elements and be holding those in your mind when I start talking about how you build your paycheck. Excuse the glasses, but I have to be able to read if I'm going to do this all in time. So the first thing is that we want to build a foundation for your business. And to do that means we need to funnel fill. We need to get out and talk to people. We need to share, be a product of the product. We need people to stop us, and they will, and ask you, I can see people, well, what are you doing with your skin? How do we do that? Well, number one, you got to open your mouth, and you have to share and use your fingers. You'll be texting and typing, and don't forget, your phone calls are also so critical. So those are all activities. And one of the things I learned that's most important in your very early start of your business is what one of the leaders on the cruise shared was that they want their new consultants or those consultants training their consultants to have 4 three-way calls in 48 hours. Now that's a big challenge, but what's critical about that is it's going to build the confidence in you to hear, what do I say? Going through the solution tool, going through the tools that we have that the doctors have given us to have exactly what we need to talk about. The solution tool is a critical piece to springboard every conversation. So getting those three-way calls in is really, really critical. I have to admit that I've been lax, and lately I've really been bringing them in, and I've reminded myself that people like to hear someone else's opinion. They like to hear not just you, but do other people think the same thing? So it's a validation piece, and it's a training piece. And many times it will bring your customer to the buying point much more quickly. Okay, so that's one thing. You want to make sure that you're posting in Facebook, posting in Instagram, Snapchat is always great. Freebie Fridays, checking the likes. Who liked you? Thank them for liking you. Offering a mini facial or a sample. Going ahead and before and after pictures are critical, and consistency with that. There'll be more information about reach outs and those ways to build those, but those activities are critical to build your funnel. Once that funnel is built, that's how you're going to build your paycheck, because people will start to buy and partner with you. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go into the nuts and bolts of your paycheck and kind of the structure behind. So I'm going to share my screen. Just a second. I've got this kind of figured out now. And there I am. Okay. And you'll see I'm sharing my screen. I'm going to make myself small. Yep. Over here. Okay, and I have my website up. I have already placed my email and my password in, and this is what I get. This is how I get to my back office and all the critical things that you are paying $24.95 with your Pulse to have access to. And I must say, the doctors every single day are adding more and more beneficial things for us to use so that we can do activity producing work instead of creating, cutting, and pasting and those kinds of things as well. So let's go here and look at Paycheck. So we're going to go to Check My Pulse. And what happens here is we get this screen. It's great that it has over here all the quick links to everything that we need. Across the top are the file tabs, and you're going to look at performance and run reviews, and you're going to look at business library for a lot of different things. Things that I share with you today, you're going to find in the library. Now, we're going to be talking about sales volume and PSQV. Kind of think about what those look like. One, PSQV, personal sales qualifying volume, is a big circle, and sales volume is this mandatory oval that is going to maximize what you can make in commission. But what do we do and how do we get the commission that we make? We're going to go to RF Payday right here. And on RF Payday, you will put your email in as well as your password. It's the same as you use to get into Pulse. You'll sign in. You will go ahead and follow the steps. It'll click through and you will link bank accounts of your choice for automatic deposits, or you can go in when you receive the email between the 10th and the 15th of every month telling you that you have had your Rodan & Fields loaded, your card loaded. And so the payday window is between the 10th and the 15th. You walk in here, you have this all set up, you sign in again, and you're going to decide how you want to take that money and divide it. You can leave it on your debit card, which is what comes in the mail after about 10 days of your enrollment. It's actually a card. You can use it just like any other debit card. You can leave what you wish on it or absolutely transfer all of it. It's your choice. It's your money. You can have a savings account that it's attached to, a business account that it's attached to. That's all up to you, and it takes you step by step. If you run into a problem, there is in your business library a video that'll walk you step by step as well. But when you receive this card, this debit card in the mail, you're going to know you are the real thing. You are first step of being a Rodan & Fields consultant. So now let's talk about how to get money into that card. We have several goals that we want and standards that we want to maintain and get you running fast so that your business can just explode. One of them, we're going to be talking about how to fill our minimum obligations to ourselves as a business owner, knowing that you can make this what you want, but this is where you want to build to and beyond. So the next thing I'm going to pull up here, hold on, let's hope it comes up for me. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and explain the SV and the PSQV, and I'm going to, hold on just a second. I'm going to show you. Oopsie, sorry. Okay. Sorry, I'm not going to show you that. I'm just going to take you straight here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is explain to you in two buckets. So SV is your sales volume. And there are three different ways that you can add the minimum of $100 that needs to go in there. Now, sales volume is not usually the retail price or the wholesale price, but it is the price of points that are the amount portion that they give us for buying those products. Now, for example, the first thing that you spend every month, and it's always critical, this is how people find you, this is how you track your business, and that's your Pulse, where we were just a minute ago. This costs you an automatic $24.95 per month. they will give you the SV value of 20. So you can see that the cost was $24.95, but your sales volume was 20. Now the next way that we fill it is with our CRP. This is a monthly consultant replenishment program. It gives you the opportunity to try new products, to be a to be a product of the products, trying new things, purchasing things at wholesale so that you can share samples, add to your kit as you go along. Now, this needs to be filled with a cart that values 80 SV. When you place your products in your cart, it will tell you right there what your SV is so that you don't have to guess, am I close, am I not? It will show you exactly if you've got that. This will run automatically the same day each month that you enrolled, okay? So you will see that go every month. So before that date, you want to change your cart. That's when you can get your microdermabrasion paste. That's when you get all your items that are ready for your glow facials. So this is a standard that as a business person, you should plan for every month. Now, the next piece is let me just take a look. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. The PSQV. And the PSQV is your personally sponsored qualifying volume. Okay, PSQV. It takes a little practice, but it's your personal qualifying volume. Oh my gosh, sorry, I got nervous all of a sudden. So anyways, your PSQV is your personal sales qualifying volume. So what your initial goal is 600 PSQV. Remembering that, again, it takes the CV portion of what your order was billed to the customer. So the first thing is your preferred customer orders. To get up at 600, it takes about 3, sometimes 4 orders of full regimes, and you're easily there. So you're going to make that in no time because you've got your list of 100 people with skin. So there's your goal of 600, and that is your first promotion. That makes you go from consultant to executive consultant. And in that promotion, you get an additional 5% of commission. Okay? So you want 600 to maximize that commission at 15%. Now, the other way that you can add to this is by bringing on partners, bringing on team members, and their consultant kits that they purchase, the business kits of $695, $995, $395, will also go into this. The $395 kit is about 300 SV. Into your PSQV. The $695 is about 600. So you can see they're not exactly the same as the price that is billed to your customer or your partner, but they're very, very close. So that adds in. So if you get 4 customers and 2 consultants in a month, you are going to have a very nice standard there and a goal that's met very easily. Now, your direct team is 100. Now, what this means is when you have an EC leg that made 600, they are part of your bucket. In that, what they put into their SV bucket, their minimum of 100, you get credit for as qualifying volume. So, for example, when I do my SV every month, my upline or my sponsor, Jen, gets the benefit of that product being sold to me, even though it's at wholesale, in her PSQV. So those are the ways that you can fill this bucket. Now, I don't believe I told you about retail orders. So let's take a step back for a minute to the SV. And the reason is I personally have very few retail customers. You need to keep track of them yourself if you do. So it's not really easy to keep them and monitor them, especially if you have a lot. And secondly, those retail orders do not go into your PSQV. These are people who insist that they do not understand the value of becoming a preferred customer and saving the 10%, the free shipping, and so forth. So if you do have somebody that makes a retail order, that also goes into your SV volume. So it can be, at times, you might see, oh, someone made a retail order and my SV is satisfied. Hopefully what you'll do is you'll call them up and say, how do we make you a PC? Do you understand how the free shipping and the and the opportunity to save 10% and receive 20% on bundles is phenomenal? So those are your two minimum goals. One is your business expense, and one is filling your bucket as well for that paycheck. Now, let's talk about this just a little bit. The team standard of excellence for Team Give and Team Fusion and Team Daring Greatly, I mean, for all of us, is about $1,000. But why stop there? If you're looking for about a $500 paycheck, then what you want this PSQV to be is about $1,800. And you will find over time that this will grow and grow because of the residual auto opportunities and people having that opportunity to reorder every 2 months or so. So that is a great standard that you want to have in your mind. First, you want that $600 every month, and then you want to start growing and growing. Now, one of the wonderful ways is the Lead the Way program. And once I started being very stable at $600, I found the Lead the Way program, and I love it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get rid of this. Let's see, I'm going to close this down, and I am going to pull up. Hold on, sorry, I can't see. It's a new share. Where are you? Okay, let's go back to the compensation plan for one more minute. Here's a really nice summary. As you can see, your total sales volume, your personally sponsored qualifying volume are across, and then these are your promotions, and below, this is your retail profits, which you will always get, even if your client is a preferred customer, you will always get the retail profit. Then on top of that, you will receive the commission. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. Okay. So I want to go on and talk about how you can use Lead the Way. And if this would get out of my way, let me go through these really quickly. All right. This is another form. I'm sorry, it's a little disjointed here. They shifted out of order and I'm learning. But this is also an important piece for you. Remember I said that your qualifying volume is slightly different than your wholesale prices. So for example, you may pay $149 for a redefined regime in your CRP, but your qualifying volume is going to be $145. So you can see it's not quite the exact same price. This form can help you understand what you get on each item so that you can understand if you need to help make sure that an order is meeting that minimum of 80. However, as you fill your cart, again, it will show you. But this is also great when you're working with your customers as well and upselling and needing to find something to help them hit that minimum of $80 per se. Okay, so let's go to the next one. We did the compensation, and why I can't see this one, it's driving me crazy. All right, sorry. Let me minimize me. Oh, I can't minimize while we're recording. Okay, so hold on a sec, please. And I want to share my screen. Okay, up. There, finally. Okay. So let's go into talking about Lead the Way again. Now, lead the way is something you should start. This is something wonderful. And when I hit my 600, I now go in and I look at my anticipated qualifying volume and reorders. And I look and I say, how many do I have? Okay, I've got 5 orders going through. I have 1 new PC. I've got 6 orders. So now what I do is I say, well, I want my lead the way miles. And I know that if I get 10 orders, I get 2 lead the way miles. It's great fun. These are over and above any compensation that comes onto your payday. Then each one is so great. So in 3 months, if I get my 10 orders every month, I will have just earned milestone 1, which needs 5 miles. I've earned 6. And then I get to choose. You can choose from a mug, you can choose from a canvas makeup bag, any of these things, and you pick. That leftover mile that I have goes towards my next goal, which is 15. And then again, I get to pick a backpack that has Rhododendron Fields on it. I can get a beautiful Lola pouch. I can go ahead and get a branded Beach R&F on the go bundle, which is superb. That's what I want. Anyway, so what's great is, again, every 10 orders that you get will get you 2 miles. Every additional 5 will get you another. So last month I had 20 miles, or 20 orders. I only wish 20 miles, and I got 4 miles. Okay? So the other way that you can earn miles is through bringing team members on with the $6.95 kit or the $9.95 kit. For those two, when you bring 2 team members on in 1 month, you'll get 2 miles. For every additional team member in the same month, you get an additional mile. So, for example, I know someone who brought in, I think it's our Shannon Hogan, 4 partners this month. She got 4 miles. So this is great fun, and you can see, and I know people who have made it to 60 miles. This time it's a fully paid package, VIP package to conference in Las Vegas. It's definitely worth the efforts. So sign up, look at this, have some fun, and get excited about those extra perks. So leading the way. Okay. So now what I want to do is, okay, this is also on Lead the Way. Again, you want to personally be fully commissionable. You want 100% in sales volume. You want to generate your PC orders, okay? You want 600 plus. You want a minimum of 10 orders. That may sound overwhelming, but keep working at it. It will slowly come, and for many of you, it'll just happen that very first month. All right, and so this explains it again. Now, as a brand new consultant, you get double miles. So if you get 10 orders, you're not going to get 2 miles, you'll get 4. All right, so I wish you the best of luck. I challenge you. I have my minimum challenge is milestone number 3 is my minimum. This time I'm going for number 4. So very good. So now let's talk about another way to make some money, and this is pretty exciting. This doesn't have anything to do, come on here. This doesn't have anything to do with customers, PC customers. It comes by building a team. This is the way that you can maximize your business. And what Rhododendron Fields, the doctors have decided, is that they want you to get off to a fast start. And what could be more motivating than getting your entire kit, your entire $6.95, your entire $9.95 returned to you in your paycheck? Starting a business for free. There are 2 ways, okay? For your first way, you want to, by month 3, become a level 2. And that means you have 2 partners that have joined you in your first 3 months. And in that 3rd month, they also make EC, which, if you remember, is, that's right, $600 minimum. All right, so you're going to want them to launch. You're going to want to do all the things for them and coach them that we're showing you here. So that's critical. Now, the 3 months includes his or her enrollment month. So if they start in April, they have April, May, June, okay, to hit that EC consistently. They want to be EC. And you have April, May, and June to get your 2 partners to EC. Now, another way that you can earn your kit back is by making level 3, which that promotion is a person that has 3 partners, 3 team members that they have brought onto their team, and they all make EC by the 6th month. So in that situation, you would have your 6 partners making EC by the 6th month. If you started in April, that would be April, May, June, July, August, and September. In September, to get your paycheck of $6.95 or $9.95, you want all 6 of your people and your partners to be at that EC of 600. Now, what's really exciting about this, let's say you didn't make the first fast start to level 2. That's okay. If you make your fast start to level 3 in 6 months, you will get your kit reimbursed. So here's the exciting part. They are not exclusive of each other. If you get one, you don't get the other? Nope. You can get both. If you make it to level 2, which has 2 consultants, by the 3rd month, and you make level 3 by the 6th month, you will get it twice. So you will have your kit reimbursed once, so it's a freebie, and you will get a bonus of your kit a 2nd time. So this is something that you really want to focus on. This is where you really want to wrap your minds around it and really run for that level 3. Okay. So that is the flyer. And again, this flyer, pull it off this the Biz Library. You can find it. It's called Fast Start Program. Pull it off. Put it up there. Watch for what you need. Write all over it. And tell us what you're writing. Track your successes and who you're going to get. And of course, by now, you've already written your top 5 dream teamers. So they're the ones you need to think of 6 and bring them on board. So, okay, so now what we're going to do, wow, we're almost done. Okay, so you want to go to Lead the Way. You want to set up your choices. You want to earn your bonus kits back twice, if possible at all. And you're going to have your top 5 or 6, actually, is what you need of your potential dream teamers. I want you to think about who, if you were hired to be the CEO of a multi-million-dollar company, who are the people that you would want to be on your administrative team, on your team that's going to rock and roll, okay? Those are the people, and they can be your chicken listers. Go ahead, write them down, and talk to your sponsor about them. And go for the minimum of level 2. Okay. So in ending, I think we've done everything. Just to remind you, let's go back to a couple of the compensation elements. And I'm going to look for, click on it. Okay, that's Lead the Way. One thing I didn't mention about Lead the Way also is these are cumulative. So as I said before, when I hit 5 miles, I get a prize in the mail. Whoop, whoop. And it's real time. So you'll see it before the end. You don't have to wait to the end till everybody gets it. You'll be getting them. And that's when you want to post. And make sure you make a Facebook post about that. Look what I got from my biz. People love that one. Okay, so there's your payday we've gone over. That'll be coming between the 10th and the 15th. And here's your pulse. Again, performance is here. Review it. This is where you have. Hit your estimated. It'll show what your monthly is. I have a lot of work to do this month, and I'm not worried because I got my funnel filled. And then again, your business library, okay? So one of the things I want to show you in the business library that's really, really important is the compensation. And so that's where I got the chart, that's where I received some information about how to achieve EC. That will give you. And the other elements is they now have compensation plan videos and earning commissions. So once you get started, once you want more information, you can go here, talk to your upline, or you can revisit this video. Thank you. I hope I haven't gone too long. I have no idea how long it's been going on. It's my pleasure. If I can be of any help, please feel free to reach out. I look forward to watching your videos and your success. I'm going to stop the share and stop recording. Bye.